name is Lydia. I am from all over. I was born in Russia. I spent some time in America. I spent some time in Poland. I'm majoring in both international relations in Russian and post-Soviet states, and I'm directing the committee for Poland in 1989. Poland has not yet perished. This committee hopes to focus on Poland 25 years after the fall of communism, looking at the building of a new nation state, which is particularly relevant today considering the situation in Ukraine, for example, where we have the transition from one government to another. I feel it's highly applicable to that. Well, Poland has not yet been on the map for 100 years, but for the first time in 1989, it was able to establish itself as its own country. The main objective of this committee is to navigate the situation in Poland from communism to a free society, as well as to establish equal rights for everyone involved. So we have many different parties, like the Workers' Party, we have the former communists, and to make sure that everybody gets an equal justice. Hopefully on Sunday we'll have achieved that. I want them to think about sort of creative ways to leverage their situation, whether they're a communist or whether they're from the Solidarity movement, you know? I think that would be really great if they could take a really difficult situation, because it has to be compromised. They have to learn to compromise in this situation. So if they could navigate that, that would be great. And Polish pronunciation would be a plus, for sure.
Hi, my name's Alyssa Harrison. I'm a sophomore from Burke, Virginia. I'm a government and econ double major at the college, and I'm the crisis director for the Polish Roundtable talks. While the delegates in the Polish Roundtable talks will play an important role in determining Poland's political, economic, and social future, crisis will also play a significant role. All of the factions represented in the committee will have important input in determining the future of Poland. However, if these factions do not include some specific aspect, such as the role of women or parliamentary elections, or the future of pay raises and labor laws, these will also be addressed by crises if they're not addressed by the delegates. The Polish Roundtable Talks Committee takes place in a very interesting international environment. Essentially, the Polish Roundtable Talks were a key component in the collapse of the East European communist regime. As the labor strikes organized by the labor movement Solidarity allowed the Polish government and the people to finally meet and dictate the future of the Polish nation. However, it will be up to the delegates to decide in the pro-government and in the Solidarity factions in the committee if this will actually take place. As the crisis director for a historical committee, I find it very important that the delegates do have their own thorough background research going into this committee. The late 20th century was a very interesting time for social issues that I do want to see addressed in the committee. The committee doesn't just have to talk about parliamentary elections or a type of free market to set up. I want to see how the delegates will actually care for the people of Poland. For example, how children will be taken care of, how women will be properly represented. Things like that are very important in Poland, especially as a Catholic country where Pope John Paul II will play a very interesting role in crisis. And I expect the delegates to be ready for anything coming into the Polish Roundtable talks. See you in March.
See you in March.